Welcome to Decoding Autism Now, your trusted source for science-backed insights into autism. I'm Dr. Elise Martin, inviting you on our journey down the Kynurenine pathway. Did you know that every cell in our body relies on a delicate balance of biochemical pathways? They are impacted by temperature, pH, hormones, enzymes, genes, and right down to the food we eat. Armed with that information, let's get started on our pathway. One of the most important and sometimes misunderstood is the Kynurenine pathway. This pathway decides where the amino acid tryptophan will go. It can produce good metabolites essential for energy and brain function, but if it becomes overactive, the balance tips and problems follow. The Kynurenine pathway is the main route for metabolizing tryptophan, one of the 9 essential amino acids that we must get from our food intake. The body cannot make tryptophan. About 90% of dietary tryptophan ends up in the Kynurenine pathway. Check out our other video on this channel about tryptophan and hand flapping to learn more. Along the way, the Kynurenine pathway produces several useful compounds. NAD+, the vital energy currency of the cell, Kynureninic acid, a metabolite that protects neurons, and other signaling molecules that help regulate immunity and inflammation. Without this pathway, we couldn't generate enough NAD+ to fuel our mitochondria. In short, the Kynurenine pathway is essential for life. But sometimes the Kynurenine pathway gets pushed into overdrive. Why? The key trigger is inflammation. When the immune system senses infection or stress, it releases cytokines like interferon gamma. These activate the enzyme indoleamine 2,3-dioxygenase or IDO, which speeds up tryptophan conversion into kynurenine. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can also activate a related enzyme, TDO, in the liver. This response evolved as a defense mechanism. By depleting tryptophan, the body slows down microbial growth, but if it stays switched on too long, trouble begins. In an overactive state, the pathway shifts too much tryptophan away from serotonin and melatonin production. That means lower mood stability, poor sleep, and impaired cognition. Meanwhile, metabolites like quinolinic acid build up. Quinolinic acid is an excitotoxin. It overstimulates NMDA receptors in the brain, contributing to inflammation, oxidative stress, and even neurodegeneration. Are these excess metabolites excreted? Not efficiently. Quinolinic acid must be converted by the enzyme QPRT into NAD+. If QPRT is sluggish or cofactors are missing, the neurotoxic pool grows. This is especially concerning for people on the autism spectrum who already have challenges with inflammation, neurotransmitter balance, and oxidative stress. Research shows that many individuals on the autism spectrum have higher kynurenine to tryptophan ratios, a marker of IDO activation. Chronic inflammation, gut dysbiosis, and immune imbalance may be driving this. The result? Lower serotonin, higher quinolinic acid, and disrupted signaling along the gut-brain axis. The good news, the pathway can be modulated. Natural approaches include anti-inflammatory nutrients like resveratrol, curcumin, omega-3s and EGCG, which is a polyphenol and found in green tea, and omega-3s, supporting serotonin synthesis with vitamin B6, magnesium, and zinc, boosting NAD+ with nicotinamide riboside or NMN so quinolinic acid doesn't pile up. Prescription approaches are in development. IDO inhibitors are being studied in cancer and autoimmune conditions, but most are not yet available outside research. For now, lowering inflammation remains the most practical route. When the pathway is downregulated, tryptophan flow returns to balance. More serotonin and melatonin are made, improving mood and sleep. Quinolinic acid is reduced, easing neuroinflammation. Energy metabolism steadies as NAD+ is replenished from both natural pathways and supplementation. How long does it take? Shifts can occur within weeks when inflammation is reduced, but lasting change requires ongoing support. If the pathway has been overactive for years, some downstream effects, like oxidative damage, may linger. Other pathways such as serotonin, melatonin, and glutathione are also affected during overactivation. Restoring them takes patience and comprehensive care. The Kynurenine pathway is a double-edged sword, essential for survival, yet dangerous if unchecked. By understanding how it works, we can find ways to restore balance, especially in conditions like autism where the stakes are high. This has been Dr. Elise Martin with Decoding Autism Now. Please give us a thumbs up if you want more videos like this one. Be sure to subscribe for weekly insights. Your final thought of the day. The body is adaptive. When a pathway is overactive, it can be guided back toward balance. Healing is about shaping a better future.